It's running already.
You're not into multi-camera edit, are you?
I would love that. It's just all my stuff's gone.
That's right. I'll get my camera.
No, run. It's good.
Where's your zoom?
There's a ringy thing.
It's autofocus? No?
The autofocus, yeah, very good autofocus. Stop making me cry. Wait. I want to figure out, by the way, hello people. Hello. Shut up. I'm doing the quick and dirty with Martin Miller, which sounds nasty, but what I mean is all my cameras are tied up in the rooms, all my audio gears. So I'm gonna do what I did in the Chapman video, Chapman Guitars video, which is shotgun mic, so don't start your shit in the comments right now. I just wanna get some content produced here, and I'm gonna do it quick and easy with Jason McNamara behind the camera. He knows what the fuck he's doing. I feel so self-conscious because Tom Quayle is staring at me back there, and then there's Mick Taylor. Very strange. I wanted this event where we all hang out and everyone's hanging out, and it's weird. So, but I wanted to take the opportunity to hang out with Martin and talk about this new Ibanez prototype thing. But before we do this, play 3 chords, and I want to find out if I actually know what he's doing.
Very simple.
Okay, wait, the first one was an A flat 713.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
What's the corresponding scale?
Mixo.
Not in this context.
Wait, let me figure this out. Okay, A flat 713.
This is our cadence.
Okay, so that's slowly. I'm not that fast. Okay, and then we have a G7 flat 13.
Yes.
And then C minor 7.
Yes, with an edit.
What? Ah, F11.
Exactly.
Ah,
Scales.
Oh fuck! Wait, that's a sub 5 for this.
Exactly. No, it's a sub 5 for this.
So the A flat's not going to the G.
A flat 7 is going to the G.
So it should be the sub 5 for the. It should be the 5 of.
It's the sub 5 for the D7.
So what's the function of the A flat?
It is a double dominant. A dominant leading to a dominant leading to a tonic. So two.
It's a 5. So the A flat is the sub 5 of the 5 of the 6.
It's the subdominant of the 5 of the 5. So of the 2. It's the subdominant of the 2 as a dominant chord. So D7, G7, C minor 7 becomes A flat 7, G7.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
So just play the straight scale of what it would be.
The scale would be this. Oh, sorry. Little mistake.
Do that slowly. So that is Mixo sharp 11.
Exactly.
Tom!
Or you could also look at it.
He just did Mixo sharp 11, so you are out of the game. He explained it to me. Thank you.
Thank God for that. Phew.
I invited Tom Quayle to explain this to me. Don't need him anymore.
Just play that one more time. I've got a reason for this. Okay, hang on. Just play it for 1 octave again. Now, for those of you who don't understand the technical talk of all of this, but you want to try and get your head around it, here's a really simple way to look at it. He's playing a G sharp major with a sharp 4 and a flat 6. Sorry, a regular
flat 7.
flat 7. So a sharp 4 and a flat 7. That's all it is.
And the reason for that is because this is a substitute for the D7, so we got to keep the D in there instead of the. It sounds kind of silly when I play a regular 11.
Okay, let me see if I can explain that.
Silly.
So because it's a substitute for the D, you're playing Mixo on that A flat, but you put the D in it because it's a substitute for that. So it would be weird.
I
want to
retain some of that D-ness.
The deity.
The deity.
I like the D-ness.
So we keep some of the D-ness, the deity in there. So because it's substituting the D on its flat 5, it's a sub 5. It's sub 5, that's what it's called, yeah.
Once again, for those of you who don't understand all this crap, it's just a G sharp major with a sharp 4 and a flat 7.
Yeah, but why is
flat.
that?
We're in C minor.
We're in A flat, come on.
Okay, it's an A flat with a...
Thank you, I love
You're
that.
an arranger, right? So
Yep, it's
I was trying to keep it simple.
So it is, he's replacing the D7, which is
Yes.
going to the G minor,
which would be this.
yeah, with an A flat 7.
This.
So he's playing what you would play on the 7 chord, which is mixo, but you're keeping the deity with that D.
Exactly.
And the resulting scale is mixo, which is a major scale with a flat 7, and you keep the D in there, so you got a sharp 11. So it's mixo sharp 11 or
Lydian flat 7.
Lydian flat 7. But in this case, mixo sharp 11 makes more sense because the function would be mixo and
Yeah,
not
because
Lydian.
it's a dominant chord. Yeah.
It's the same result, but a different way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm not out of the game yet in terms of because I figured it out. So okay, good.
That's chord 1.
You would actually, well, you would play a different scale over that chord.
Yes.
In that speed. Well, that's technically easy because that's just mixo flat 13.
No, because it's with those things you cannot. It's functional harmony, so you cannot look at it as a chord as an isolated entity.
Wait,
you have to check out where it's going and where it's coming from.
Wait. I mean, you probably, if you played a 9, you're playing Phrygian dominant.
But that wouldn't have a 9 in it.
No.
That would have a flat 9 in it.
Yeah. But no, if you played the 9, it would be flat 9.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because that is going. That's a secondary dominant going to the C.
It's the dominant.
Yeah, but it's the dominant for C minor would be G minor. In the major.
Not in the classical functional world.
But
dominant chords are never minors.
I know, but in C Aeolian,
Yes.
you would have a G minor.
Yeah.
So you're actually raising the third,
Yes.
borrowing that from C harmonic minor.
Yes. That's a way to think about it.
Yeah.
I think of altered.
I don't ever
also
think-
add a sharp. I could add a sharp 9 or a flat 5.
See, I understand these things. I could never in a million years play over that.
Yeah. It's not that hard. It's just melodic
That is
minor.
what she said. So now that we bored the living shit out of you guys with this total nerding out, which is why I wanted to be here because this is absolutely awesome. Let's talk gear.
Sure.
What the fuck is this?
This is a new Ibanez prototype.
Does it have a name yet?
It does not have a name yet.
Let's give it a name, an Ibanez name. BDXF XYL 24Z. Z.
That's not an Ibanez name, that's a Hennig name.
No, Ibanez has these you probably can decipher the Ibanez names because you're the biggest Ibanez fanboy I've ever met. The guy knows neck dimensions in different positions on every single model. Jason is freaking weird.
That's not true.
It is so true.
Maybe a little bit.
Let's call it Brownie.
Okay, that's cool. The Ibanez Brownie. It's now official.
Ibanez-
Hennig has decided.
Neck brown, everything kind of brown. I mean, it's lame, but it's obvious.
Well, it's a prototype, so God knows what the final color is.
Brown.
Brown. This is my second prototype. The first one I had was completely blue. So I think at this stage they're still experimenting.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So, let me try. Not that I can play anything, but I do have a pick.
Awesome.
A chicken pick. Thank you, Eppo. We're playing through this using getting a little thing. So these knobs are something you wanted?
Fairly standard actually. Oh, there you go. Instant jazz.
And then you would do...
G
Oh!
altered. Equals A flat melodic minor.
I would do...
Or you do the Ingui, that's fine too.
That's all I know.
It works. It's diatonically correct, so.
And then,
Yeah.
You know what I just did? I just did pentatonic scale. Actually...
Yeah, dude.
This is what you do?
That's all. All there is to it.
Anyone can do. I thought it's complicated.
No, you just gotta make a serious face and that's it.
Wait.
No, that's just creepy. That's not complicated. It's creepy.
Yeah, and throw in a chord every once in a while. You got it.
And you were doing this?
Just make it look complicated. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, exactly. Do a stretchy one.
Mike Stearns.
That should impress the YouTubers.
Mike Stearns watching this video going, shh, don't tell him it's complicated if it just looks that way.
There you go.
Whatever you would do here. 7-Eleven?
7-Eleven, exactly.
I love how he's got two fingers on the same string just to try and show off.
Shut the fuck up! And then major 7 sharp 11. I had no idea why you would do that, but it kind of sounds cool.
That's the exact reason why you do it. It's because it sounds cool.
And then I'll do this.
Nothing wrong with stacked fives.
And then you play Message in a Bottle.
Exactly.
Or Every Breath
I want
You
someone
Take.
to improvise over this and make it sound good. Like this? Why don't? My fingers don't do it. What? That's actually not horrible. Why can't I do this chord? Weird. This is nice.
Yeah.
Much strattier neck than an Ibanez.
Exactly.
It's not the.
It's not big though. I would say it's
I hear
medium.
that all the time.
I know you do. It's
This
a
is
good
really-
medium size.
This is look at this.
Yeah, it's good craftsmanship.
We have a ash body.
Here you go,
Well,
Henny.
I don't know, man.
Henny,
I don't know the
I'll give you some
specifics.
Ibanez nerdiness, alright?
Okay, here we go.
That there is the neck joint from a Talman.
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
This here is the new cutaway that they introduced recently.
On the gems.
No, on a model called the RGCTM1. There was 6 of
On the RGC.
There was 6 of them.
No, he's not a nerd. Jason's not an Ibanez nerd. No.
There's a good reason why I know this, alright? There were 6 of them made and they were only available in Japan. We had one of them in the store that I worked at. It was white white something mist, I've forgotten the name. And it was an ash that was a transparent ash, and it was very famously called the Ibanez Guitar Development Center instrument. And so it's actually made in the bass guitar prototyping shop in Nagoya. And they only released 6 of them. That's it. And they were only available in Japan. And that was the first time they
When they did
reissued this. And now on this prototype
Gem
they've done
reissue
it.
limited something. They have that too. This is very nice. Big ass tremolo block I can see here. Why no locking tuners?
Because they are locking tuners. It's the same
my
one as
question was
on
why-
it's the same one as on the Andy Timmons signature. You lock it here with a coin or a pick.
Ah. So what PS is doing with and you do it here with the.
Exactly.
That is.
Exactly. And they're actually super fine. They have like a 50-to-1 ratio or something. I don't know anything about these numbers, but there's a reason they chose those is because they're very precise. So they're locking tuners.
This is a nice guitar. I haven't played guitar in years. Days. I just did that to sound anywhere close to what you do. Just like going from an A minor pentatonic to that it wasn't even weird enough because I'm still in the same kind of key, doing F Lydian, whatever. But let's do this. Something I did with something Kiana did with Nick Johnson. Kiana taught Nick Johnson something. Did you see that video?
No.
Good. Grab a guitar.
Let's see.
Cause I'm playing this one.
There you go, see, have a look at the back joint, the neck joint comparison. So, although he's got like a slightly different bulb, oh no, it's completely different. Okay, so that is a more traditional Talman, this is a more modern one.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's
okay.
not going to work. Sorry.
Jason.
Give me E, please.
Doesn't know.
Because Tom Quayle used this guitar, so it's still in a weird tuning.
Oh yeah, so it's tuned to 4s.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm really comfortable on this. I need to talk to Ebenezer. Okay, so I did this lesson. I did blues lessons, even though the German doesn't know shit about blues. So in these lessons, I was gonna go. Well, at first I taught pentatonic, and then I added the flat 5, then I added the major 3, and gave examples in every position on how to add that. And actually added it everywhere, and then major 6, stuff like this. So I've slowly filled up the non-tonic scale. But I thought, let's do something where a blues guy would never think like this, which is arpeggios. Blues guys wouldn't think arpeggios. And if you have a blues, you of course want that major 3, that
constant hovering between major and minor.
So I call this 7 sharp 9 arpeggios, and I'm just arpeggiating over a blues form. So I want to see how fast you can actually get this. So this is what I did. First part. Do it again. Oh, you suck. You forgot the 7?
I have the 7 in there. Yeah, obviously. Sorry. Okay, now I got it.
No.
I got it.
And then I'm going down here. Almost, damn it.
Play it again, so one more time.
Ah. Yep.
Wow. Ears, man.
Fuck. So then it continues like this, wait. So I do like 3 against 4 because it's 16. I just play it upwards and 3 against 4. Yeah, and then we do that in D because what do we do? Okay, so something. Then we do the A1 again. You know, and then for the turnaround. Wait. That's what I'm doing.
Something like that. I didn't copy the figure.
What's really hurting Henning inside right now is the fact that he's been working on this for like decades, and Martin got it in the first shot.
With his own fingering, just listening to it.
Yeah, that's the difference. I'm not copying the fingering. I'm just listening to the intervals and matching.
And you know what a 7 sharp 9
Sounds
arpeggio would be. The question is that something one would do?
What do you mean?
Like, would you ever play that?
A 7 sharp 9. Yeah, why not? Sure.
In blues?
Yeah.
Well, you would, but B.B. King wouldn't.
He does actually. He just doesn't do it as obviously.
Okay.
So I would say he does. He plays the flat 7. He plays the 5. He plays the major 3rd, minor 3rd. So.
I really should do exactly this with like a whole bunch of players.
But you know what?
That was very impressive. I mean,
it's ear training. It's years of conservatory ear training and that kind of stuff. So.
Because Jason's fully right. It's something I've been working on, like for quite a while, and did the tabs, did the lesson. So I couldn't just pick that up that quickly.
There's something very cool. Is I always talk about this combination of having a good ear with good fretboard knowledge. So it's not enough to have a good ear. You also need to know where the notes are.
Oh yeah.
But if you figure out what notes somebody's playing and you know where they are, you don't have to learn songs anymore. You just have to play them from what you're hearing, basically. Of course, it's not as simple as that because some songs are really complicated. So.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem I had was remembering the phrase that you played. So. That's the issue. That's usually where there's a cap to how good you can get. How many notes you can
so
remember.
I did this with Tom last night at the bar. Literally, we were sitting there. See, I only have like 5 licks I can play, but those are kind of
So
cool.
do I. But they gotta be really good, man.
So I showed him this. It's also something I did with Robert Baker in our blindfolded challenge. So I wanted Robert to figure this one out blindfolded. You know what?
Yeah, we could do that.
I worked on
There's
this
some
for years.
distraction here.
So let me see.
I gotta listen to it.
It's a pedal tone thing, okay? In E. I can tell you that.
I got the.
I can never
Okay.
do the fucking ending. Wait,
Hey,
wait.
hey, he's already got it.
Wow. One more time.
Here's the thing.
Can't do the ending.
What's impossible for me is just to remember it. I know the first couple notes were.
Okay.
It's the 6.
It's the 6.
Okay, let me cover the first couple.
And now you do exactly that same phrase again on the lower string. So.
Okay, let me try it. Okay. On the lower string.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you do. So.
Okay, very slowly.
Okay. You start with a down pick. That might mess you
Okay.
up. Because it starts on the last 16th of the previous measure.
Okay.
So that's the downbeat.
You start with a low. Gotcha.
Almost. Okay, going up. Tom was messed up from that. And I want to repeat this here because I messed up Tom Quinn.
Okay, cool. Let's play it once more.
No? Yeah. And now you do. That, fingering wise, it's a bitch because you gotta do.
I'm not copying your finger, I'm just listening.
Okay? And there's no pedal tone in between those two, so it's.
Yeah, you see, this is where I stop functioning because it's just that I can't remember it.
Yeah.
I can pick out all the notes in an instant. It's just a matter of I cannot remember.
That's practicing.
No, it's just memory. It's just the human memory. It's like, okay, remember this sequence of numbers. 3, 8, 4, 9, 16, 5, 18, 7, 5, 6, 0, 8.
3, 4, 8, 9, 16, 5, 7, 8, 9, 4. I got a little bit lost.
You see, that exactly.
Yeah.
I can copy. I recognize all those numbers
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
It's just that I
You
can't
have to
string it.
memorize it,
I would
too.
have to write it
Yep.
down just to,
Yeah.
or listen to the couple. Like if I knew the song really well, or if I
Yeah.
heard the lick 1,000 times before, it would be different.
Of course.
But that's how it really works.
But
So
you could. I'm
just to
pretty
bust
sure-
a few myths.
I'm
it's-
pretty sure within 5 minutes you'd have this down.
And then there's the issue of muscle memory. That I could have it down, but I don't have it in my muscle memory yet.
I
so.
never have that last bit down, and maybe you can help me
Okay,
find
cool.
out why.
That's right.
So I start with an upstroke because that's the last 16th. And
Exactly.
And my pendulum always
I'm exactly the same. So I always go.
Exactly.
Same with single notes. It's the same as strumming. If I
Exactly.
skip a
So
note,
if I on single notes start correctly, then
Exactly.
the machine is
it's
working.
because we're old school learners. We
Yep.
learned it like that. Yeah.
So. And now, that's that ending where I can do all of this, so the string skipping can't be a problem because I do it all the time.
Yeah.
In the very end, this is tough.
I think it's just a matter of
The end is always.
what specific, what set of notes is bugging you?
And then
My
starting
students-
Sorry,
here.
go again.
Okay, sorry. A couple of methods
sorry.
that I always tell my students is either one you could go into like a kind of Zen kind of focus where you play it extremely slow, so your muscle memory won't tell you what to do, but you actually think about the notes
Yes,
that
okay.
you're playing. So there's this thing like painfully slow to the point where it hurts. Like if you never played that lick
I'll
before.
find out how to play this correctly because the camera's overheating, so he'll teach me off camera. Thanks Martin, thanks Ibanez.
We showed the
thanks,
transformation.
Yeah,
2
well,
weeks down the line, he'll play it again.
4 years down the line, I'll play it again. Animals at the end as always. Thanks everyone.
Hello, I'm a handsome prince and I live in a fairy tale land. I know really lots of things, let me show to you, my friend. Hello, I'm a crazy spoon and I live in a cup of tea. And my only friend is the moon, every night she's there for me.